The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria obligates not only the President, but all public officers to be accountable in terms of resources entrusted in their care. And clearly from what we have seen, resources entrusted in the care of various executives at different levels are being wasted, are being siphoned away, and are being stolen. I don't like using the word stolen because I have no evidence that it is stolen. But I have evidence that it has not been utilized for the purpose that it has been allocated. So I'm wondering whether you have any effective way of addressing this issue to ensure that there is no imperial presidential system imposed on Nigeria in such a way that it deprives the citizens of Nigeria even the right to have accountability and the right to even ask questions, which is the situation that we are almost about in today.
The most magical powers that I have, that is bigger than EFCC, ICPC, police, is the power of personal example. During the time of Sir Adebayo, there was no EFCC, there was no ICPC. They only had the regional police and the native authority police. But Sir Adebayo would not use a government car 1 hour after getting home. He will not travel on Northern Nigeria helicopter because he wants to visit his farm. He will not use it to carry his friends. And if a junior officer, lower officer, had an emergency superior to his, he will drive on the road and that lower officer will use the helicopter. He will not appropriate land for himself. And people around him came around him on that basis. It is not difficult. Those who created ICPC, EFCC, created it for their enemies because they don't need it for themselves. So in our government, we go back to the original principle. So that when I always give one example, that when General Gawan was head of state, there was a report about ministers in his government. And one of these implicated my leader, Malam Kano. And the head of state read of everybody's own report. But the one that brought tears to his eyes was that of Malam Kano, because there was clear evidence that he collected money from some contractors when he was the Minister of Communication. And he was worried by it. There was no EFCC or ICPC, but he was worried that it's not possible. This person is supposed to be the moral guide of my administration. And when he asked the Malam, he said, "Sir, is it true that you collected this money?" He said, "Yes, of course, it is true. I collected it. But look at the receipt I sent to you. The next business day, I took it to government account. I paid to government account." That's it. And when the Murtala administration came to power, they investigated the digitalization policy and looked at all the companies, whether it is Barclays Bank, whether it is any of these foreign companies that were nationalized, to see whether Adewole, who was chairman of it, bought one single chair in any of them. MD Yusuf conducted the investigation. It was police that did it. There was no EFCC, no ICPC. And it was found out that the head of state did not have any, and the key people there did not have any. So it is who you bring to your government, and that is why we are careful. You can call us in the Social Democratic Party and say, "Come and collect 1 billion to support your campaign." We'll say, "Don't worry, we don't need it." That is why I came here by road. That's why I'm not borrowing a helicopter or a jumbo jet from somebody. Because I don't want to come to take my oath of office and start crying that I don't belong to somebody, I don't belong to nobody.
Thank you very much. The last question.